Hey, this is Dustin Neely, and we're here with Collin Hansen, and he is going to talk to us today about things that he's thought a lot about. He just wrote a great new book called A God-Sized Vision, Revival Stories That Stretch and Stir. And let's just start with that. What do you think kind of the message of that book, how can that encourage kind of your average pastor in the trenches slugging it out?
I find a lot of confusion about revival. A lot of people maybe have heard some of the stories, a little bit about George Whitefield, a little bit about Jonathan Edwards, the First Great Awakening at least. They've often regarded it as something magical, something mysterious, something frankly confusing. One of the things I think that cuts through a lot of that confusion is simply to say, during a revival, as church leaders, we continue to go about our regular work. We're preaching, we're leading, we're shepherding, caring for the flock, fulfilling our calling, but God blesses it for His glory with unexpected and dramatic results. So all of a sudden, and Tim Keller has written about this in his own ministry, all of a sudden he found that his preaching had a certain weight to it. He didn't change anything necessarily, but all of a sudden it was being received in a new way. There were more people showing interest, more converts. The churches grew dramatically in a short period of time. And so it's not that we're seeking something totally different from our ordinary church ministry. We're asking God to bless that ministry with extraordinary results.
That's good. Well, what would you say to the guy that says that, and he hears what you said, and he said, oh, I long for that, I long for that. What does he need to do kind of in the meantime?
There's two things I think that would be especially helpful. I would start by saying simply pray about it, pray that God would do it. But I found that if we don't specifically have anything in mind that we're trying to help us to energize our prayers, it's still very confusing to us. So one of the reasons why I wrote this book with John Woodbridge is that we wanted to show stories of revivals when God seemed to rip open the heavens and sort of give that glimpse of eternity. And so what we hope is that people are encouraged by those stories. Jonathan Edwards said one thing that's especially helpful in promoting a work of God is news of others' conversion. And this is sort of what we hope happens with the book on revival. So people would read it, that they would be stirred up to then pray that God would do it again today.
That's good. Well, brother, thanks. That's good counsel.
Thank you.